Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shores of Sorrows, Sapira's Legend. I am your captain, Captain Wilcock, and today we are doing a very special episode of Shores of Sorrows because I am not your GM today. We are continuing our adventure that got abruptly cut off because of reasons we will not talk about. But let's bring in our cast and introduce today's game.
So
Go ahead,
who's
guys.
going first?
I'm gonna go last this time.
All right, Vess.
I'll go first. So I am playing Ozeram, the ship's navigator, and totally not a snake person.
Totally not. I wouldn't be surprised if you were.
Is that a tail I see?
No.
That's actually his pet snake.
Are you sure about that?
No coincidence.
Uh-huh. Hi. I am your wonderful muscle, I guess. I don't know. Who just got her sea legs and now she's realizing that she doesn't like heights.
You need your wings.
Wings? No, don't put me in wings.
Quickly,
No.
get her some Red Bull.
No. No. Hi, I'm Magdi. It's very high up here. Ooh.
Ooh. I guess it's my turn.
Yes.
Greetings, everyone. I am known as Gearbox. I usually play Britlin and Hambold / Alexo. But this time, I will be your DM, guiding you through this stuff.
Gee, that interjection just kind of went at the very
Completed.
end. Come on.
Just to a entire table full of minis and various traps and stuff like that, and accidentally, as you're doing that, you knock over the screen and reveal the big bad behind it.
Oh no.
Just kidding.
Also, oops! That was not supposed to happen. But also, Asturum is a lot of rats have started disappearing from the ship ever since you showed up. Very concerning. Anyways, let's continue.
Alright, and we do not have our lovely sea witch, Bernier, with us because she is currently suffering from a mild toothache, and she will not be joining us because that mild toothache is now to become something more along the lines of a, well, maybe she ran into too many rocks under the sea, but
Barnacles on the teeth.
yeah, we'll just leave it at that. And we'll be right back after the opening intro. If anyone has any last-minute statements before we start that, please feel free to do so now.
Nope.
All right, we'll be back after the opening intro. Stay tuned. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shores of Sorrows. Can we get a quick recap of what happened in our previous episode that was...
Last time on Shores of Sorrows. Basically.
Are you the person for WandaVision? Sorry.
No spoilers. I haven't watched it yet.
Last
I
time,
haven't watched the last episode, so.
the adventurers found themselves in a brand new place. It's that breached the heavens after finding a strange structure in the ocean. They have even yes, I'm starting to lose my integrity. Oh no. Okay, can't be cool about this. Anyways, they've walked around some places, seen piles of armor, seen some ancient texts. Well, more like ancient glyphs, or not glyphs, but pictures,
murals?
murals of some sort of prophecy, it seems. And they found the way into a tower that controls different bridges and heights of other towers. In the rotation of itself. So, with this knowledge, two of the players at least have managed to rise a bridge into one of the towers. And now they're walking their way to the tower.
Yep.
And for easy purposes, I'm probably just going to say any players that wasn't here for that are here.
Sounds good.
Fair
I
enough.
was bringing up the rear.
No need to try and figure out how you get up here.
The captain is here. So,
Okay.
what do you think we're gonna find in this next tower?
I don't know. It's a very large tower. As you guys get,
Keep going.
as you get closer, you do see there's large vines and a lot of other like vegetation stuff just growing all over this tower.
It doesn't seem like the rest of the towers. There's not as much vegetation growing on the other ones we've seen. What makes this one different?
That's true. Gotta remember that we're just walking along the ground. Don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down.
It's fine. Anyways,
It's fine.
Just- this is a pretty like the bridge is pretty large. It's a pretty wide bridge. You could probably fit a actual pirate ship on this bridge if you really cared
Yeah,
to
that's
try.
not helping her
Yeah.
height problems right at the moment.
Anyways, the visualization of some rubble on top of this bridge doesn't help.
No, it doesn't.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, she looks at that and goes, "Don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look down. Don't look
This
down."
place is pretty old.
You think? I mean, we're just walking along this bridge and we didn't even test it or anything. We don't know if it's going to fall out from underneath us or something. Oh, God.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh.
You guys get up to the large door.
How big is this door?
It's about if you stacked your cell, like if you put you could put like 3 or 4 magdies and on top of each other, and then they would be able to touch the top part of the frame, door frame.
So about 21 feet?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
that's a big door.
Oh. Oh.
Is there like an opening mechanism?
Well, there is a like a weird panel thing with a handprint on it, but also a something that looks like something you can slide a blade into.
Okay. I'd like to search the door for traps.
Of course you would like to search the door for traps.
Past being prologue, I'm not likely to find any, regardless of whether there actually are traps on it. But YOLO.
YOLO. So what you gonna try?
Yeah, rolled a 13.
You don't see anything in particular.
It's probably fine.
You think something's a trap until you tug at it and realize it's just a stick.
Oh. He'll like pick it up and toss it over his shoulder.
That's very good.
The captain's gonna look at the this weird door mechanism and say, apparently we need two things: a hand and a blade.
I don't
Some
think my
kind.
hand will work. Nope.
Do I still have the blade?
Yes. Well, if you probably tugged it out after you were done with the panel, so.
Mm-hmm. I have the blade.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a bad thing. Bad idea.
What you gonna do? What you going to do?
She puts her hand on the handprint, and she sticks in the sword at the same time.
Also, the print like panel starts glowing. For a second, you swear you feel like some like almost energy gets pumped through you for a second. What was that noise for?
That's the energy being pumped through her. She's not expecting it.
No, that's what Bretland says. He's like, what was that?
Oh, well, the statement still stands. I'm not expecting this.
All of a sudden, the energy flow stops as basically all of a sudden you hear the door slightly creak open.
Hey, well, you look at that. It's open.
She takes it. She takes out the sword. She removes her hand.
Britland just peers in. What the?
And
That
she
is-
just kind of like most
Mhm.
video game things. She takes the sword and kind of puts it back there. You don't know where she's put it.
Video games. Britland just kind of points into the tower. You guys take a look, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It is horribly overgrown. Vines, moss, there's plants just everywhere in this whole thing. Like head to toe, this thing, like you barely even see the stone. You can barely see the walls and floor half the time.
Someone needs an arborist. This is the captain.
Is there light that actually gets into the tower?
Yeah, and also
Okay.
like as you look further in, you can see that some of the plants are glowing, giving off lights.
Okay. All right.
So
By
biolum.
illumination.
Uh, that word. Big
Yeah.
word. Big word. No, that's
Word.
Magdi saying that. Big word. Yes.
Uh,
Bioluminescence.
Bioelimination. Magda, come on,
right.
you can do this. I believe in you.
Look, I am a soldier. I know a little bit about this. A little bit.
Okay,
And
anyways.
and big words do kind of confuse me. You know, just they're big words. I know what this is. It's just it's saying the proper word is a lot better than me saying, "Look, the plants all glow."
Berlin walks in and he's like, this place is very damp. Kind of. It's very humid.
How old is this place? And
Oh,
Magdi
no.
actually walks in.
I would assume this place is very old.
Well, yeah. Is there anybody in here? She says, kind of loudly.
Doesn't seem to be much of a response.
What about like are there any paths through the room?
Well,
Or
they're
the other
basically
side?
pretty much walk immediately into like a hallway. Like basically there's a left and a right.
I would like to check the intersection for a trap real quick, and then I'll look down both sides of the hallway.
Okay.
Roll.
Oh, 22. I actually rolled well for once.
Yes.
Oh dear.
You don't find traps, but you find something different.
Oh,
You find tiny little footprints.
oh,
Like a creature footprints. It's hard to pinpoint. It has like 3 toes and 1 like back toe.
are they? They're. I assume they're likely to be recent then, if they're visible, like in this.
Yeah.
There's something here.
There
I found
is.
tracks.
It seems like the tracks are going right.
I recommend we follow the tracks quietly.
Okay, then.
Agreed.
He's looking around.
I'll maybe take the lead or even scout ahead a little bit, so I can be kind of stealthy.
Yeah. The captain's gonna pull out his like flintlock and just put a couple bullets in it.
My character looks at the foot like goes, "That's not stealthy."
He says, "It's what I brought."
It is until he fires it.
Well, look. Let's try to sneak down the hallway. I said try. As she proceeds to try to roll stealth, which is not her best stat.
Oh.
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
Oh yeah, Rags, this is not. It was ridiculously large amounts of stealth. Oh, gosh darn it! I didn't see which number it landed on. There we go. Oh God. Okay.
What is it?
That's a 6.
Ooh.
I only got an 11 myself, so it's not like I made a good showing of it either.
I was
You
gonna
take-
say it was a 1, but you know, 6 will work.
You take
Oh,
a
Lord.
single step, you immediately trip onto a vine,
I knew it.
and you clatter into some nearby forgotten armor.
Who's clattering into some
You are.
armor?
You're tripping into it.
Ah!
That was not loud at all.
Oh hush, Britlin.
You
But
see, like,
you can't. I bet you can't sneak down this hallway.
as you're next to left turn, you see there's a light coming from the left turn, now getting close.
Is the light getting closer to us?
It seems so.
Okay.
As it gets closer, you can hear slight pitter patters of walking and some unknown like talking, like a.
Steron's, excuse me, gonna draw his rapier, but kind of hold it behind him and to the side, like just have it ready, but not have it visible.
The captain's gonna pull back his hammer on the his flintlock and just be like poised like.
Hmm.
Well, if we were in rounds, I'd have her turn invisible, but that only lasts 6 seconds. So,
Just in front of the left turn.
just kind of.
So
she's
I
gonna
just-
pretend. She's gonna pretend that she's a tree.
So you're just gonna you get to see what's coming.
Yeah, because she's in front.
Yeah. You see these tiny, lightish blue scaled, almost kobold things.
Hmm.
Big, like bluish eyes that have no pupils, just kind of piercing through whatever darkness is. And one of them is holding this pretty much makeshift lantern made with a glowing plant. And most of them have spears, and one of them has a wooden shield.
There are blue things coming down the hall. She's trying to do this quietly, but she has a sense of urgency in her voice. There are things coming down the hallway that are blue and they're armed.
Great.
Astro,
They are short, though. What?
he's gonna get in front, like he's gonna try to parlay.
So what you gonna do?
We'll give this a shot. I'm gonna wait for them to come up to us because I assume they're gonna see us at some point. If they haven't already.
They seem kind of more fixated on the ground, probably trying to not trip.
In Draconic, Ostrom's gonna say greetings.
As you say that, one of them just like the one with the lantern points the lantern to your direction. As other two like kind of like get like startled from the random voice like that. I think you just gave yourself away. Brilliant says
That
in
was-
the background.
That was inevitable.
Yes, but you didn't have to do it that way.
he'll switch back to Draconic, and he'll say, "We're here to see your leader."
One of them defensively has their spear up, and another two like stare at each other, like one with the shield and one without a shield, just stare at each other for a second. One
Well,
thing you've realized getting close to them is you realize these things are very thin. Probably not out of choice.
what are you waiting for?
Do it. Do it. Anyways. He's okay, big DM thunk noise.
Yeah, sorry, throwing a bit of a curveball here.
Yes, very caught me off guard. I forgot you could do that. My plans. Oh no. They're on fire. But
Mm,
like
I could hear Astram saying stuff in a language that she doesn't understand because she doesn't.
I mean, we haven't heard Kobold from them, so I guess to be fair, I'm not even sure they understand me either.
Yeah.
Or Draconic, I mean. So it's like, I
They-
still don't know if this bluff even worked.
this noise.
Magdai is going to step around the corner, not threatening, but just because. How tall are you, Astram?
I would say like maybe 5'10".
Okay, because Magdai is 7 foot.
Fair enough.
You are a Hulk compared to these things. These things are like not even 5 foot.
Yeah,
They're like,
right.
kobold size.
She's going to step around and kind of give them a stare.
As soon as one of them actually I'm gonna roll for this.
Should I roll intimidation?
You could try.
Okay.
Actually, luckily, I've actually wrote stats for these guys, so I can actually tell what I want. They're very basic stats, but they work.
Actually, that's not that bad. Kind of middle of the road.
Mm-hmm. What's your roll?
I had an 11.
Oh no. What would one of these things need to roll to resist that, even if it's just 11?
Thank you.
Oh no.
Um. Uh.
I'm looking at all their stats, and I'm like, I only put down like a few stats. I've only put down
Yeah, I
strength,
know.
constitution, dex, intelligence, wisdom, charisma, and their AC. They have a very basic AC.
I mean, I usually, for what it's worth, I usually roll insight against it when I do.
Insight. I don't got insight. What is insight?
Defaults to wisdom then.
Oh yeah, insight's just wisdom. Too bad for them. They got nothing on wisdom. They got nothing down on wisdom. They just got nothing.
At least they don't at least have a penalty.
Yes, roll wisdom, one of you. They rolled a 9.
179. Oh, I'm just looking it up.
I just love the idea. With one glare, one of them immediately drops their weapon and flees. Like one of them just immediately just puts their arms up while dropping the weapons and just like saying something in some language.
Not
running
I
off.
take it.
It
Doesn't seem like it.
All right, so much for that idea.
What's the other one doing?
Another one with the shield just kind of like gets into a defensive stance. Shaking though, you can see they're shaking. And the one with the lantern is very tempted to drop the lantern and run.
Magdai will lean down to Astrom. Well, whatever your idea was, it didn't work. I think my idea worked a little too well.
I think you scared them a lot.
I mean, we can double down on that idea.
Why don't we?
Okay. Astros feels silly. He's gonna like do like a sort of a half lunge forward and like flip up his hood a little bit so that he can do like I kind of picture like Astrom's tell as a Yuan Ti as he's got like snake eyes and maybe slightly pointed teeth. So he basically reveals his facial features with his tells and goes like at them.
As soon as you do that, the one with the lantern immediately drops the lantern and flees. As soon as that, the rest of them don't have any courage because they can't see anymore because the lantern clatters to the floor, and the rest of them just run.
Astrom will walk forward and pick up the lantern.
It's a handy little. It's actually pretty interesting because it's made of random scraps and stuff, but basically how it's projecting light is the little. It's not just a little flower thing that glows, but also a little mirror behind it.
Oh, neat. We have a lantern now. He holds it up.
Well, that works.
Well, yes. Well done, Astrom. What did you do, though?
What did you do?
We just garden variety intimidation, and then he like tucks his his hood
We
down.
don't know what you look like.
Yeah, you probably. I picture you've at least seen like the bottom half of his face, but he usually tries to keep his eyes hidden for obvious reasons.
Right.
I imagine if the light would reflect off your eyes, though.
Oh, possibly. True.
I don't know why, but I just like the meme that I posted.
Where did you post it?
Oh, yeah.
In OCC chat. Just
Flip to that
look at
group.
that and giggle.
I'm intimidating. What is my snake? Oh no, that reminds me. That's from a commercial, a McDonald's commercial. It's like eat like snake.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Eat
At any
like
rate,
snake.
we're getting off of topic here. Magdi just kind of cocks her head at Astrom and goes, "Well, we've got a lantern. We've scared off them. Do we want to follow them and see where they end up?"
I don't see why not.
Could be risky, but sure. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
They're the only other things that we've seen in this whole place.
Yeah,
True.
only sentient things.
Sentient, yeah.
Ish. Sentient-ish. He says we're looking at the lantern. And, well, a normal absent-minded animal can't make a lantern. Or a
yeah,
weapon.
that's true. That is true. Well,
They have
let's
at least above normal animal intelligence.
well, let's follow them a lot quieter than we were sneaking up on them.
Yes.
Follow them down the hallway.
You guys start following slowly. You can still hear them skittering away. You can hear one of them howling in fear. Like waving its arms. Like a cartoon. Like I'm out of here. Well, whatever you did, Astrom, you definitely have them running for the hills.
Well, at least they'll probably lead us somewhere interesting, I presume.
Roll me a perception.
Who do you want to roll that for?
Roll it.
Like all of us?
All of us?
No, only one of you needs to roll it.
Okay.
Well, it shouldn't be Astrom because he's not great at it.
Britlin is worse at it.
Let's make it Magdi because she's probably the best at this. Well, I mean that's a 13.
Takes you a good minute, but you hear like a noise of like wood scraping against wood until you look up. Out of curiosity, you look up and you see this log-like thing attached to two ropes, and two of those kobold things shoving it off the edge.
Duck!
What? Roll me a dodge, boy.
You mean
Saving
a
throw.
dexterity saving throw, dear?
Yes, I'm sorry. My brain is small. Britlin, roll your dex.
Ooh, 22.
Oh no.
Since it was Magdi who saw it, she probably has deer in headlights after she said duck. She didn't.
Britlin tries to, but his bucket gets clattered.
She
Now-
didn't. She rolled a 1.
What should I roll for log? Log should save.
For damage for that size object, it would probably be a D8.
Yes, a D8. Let's roll D8. You got a 7.
Okay. I took 7 points of damage.
Almost like a cartoon when it hits Britlin. His entire body vibrates.
Well, I mean, Magdi just got shoved all the way back.
Yeah,
the
you like
sheep-
you slam into like a nearby like vine.
Astram just like sidestepped. Whoop.
Ah, oh gosh! Did everybody duck?
Ow!
I guess
Well, his
not.
bucket's still
13,
rattling.
so
What did you roll?
13 for the captain.
I rolled a 12, and you also get hit
Yeah, so
on the
the
noggin.
captain looks up and says, "Did someone rip the sails again?"
No, we just got hit by a humongous log.
Like you look up and you see the two kobold things like looking over the edge, and they just both look at each other and high five.
How close are?
The captain says, "Did anyone get the number of that ship that just hit us?"
Uh,
That's not a brand. He says, well, he grabs his helmet so his helmet stops rattling. Ow, I think they dented the bucket. I just got this one.
it's a nice bucket. Can someone please do something about them?
The two
Captain's
kobold things.
going to fire a shot from his
You're
flintlock
gonna
at
actually
them.
fire. You're actually gonna fire your. Okay.
So that's
Stealth pistol
6.
away.
Yep.
Well, we're no longer trying to be stealthy.
Well, I think that went out. That ship sailed a while ago.
Yeah.
Take 8 damage.
You actually hit that.
Yep.
Nice. Now let me look how
you
much
have
health
to
these
actually roll
little
to
buggers-
hit, and then you do your damage.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
Gerard.
Well, hold on, let me just roll the hit.
Okay, these things don't have very much health, and that was on purpose.
There we go. 15.
15, damn. Or did you
No,
get 15
That's
roll?
to hit.
Okay. 15 is... Okay, is that above their AC? Yes.
Okay, so and you rolled your damage, and that was
8.
8.
Okay. You hit one of them, and that... Hey, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to add... What am I? Giving them health? No. You hit one of them, and it just, it doesn't kill them, but they let out a loud, almost a hiss scream as they fall over and stumble back up, like you hit them in the shoulder.
Okay, I'm up. I am going to. What am I doing? How far away are they?
They're above you. They're on a wooden platform.
She's taking out her. Well, you said that they were above her. How high is wherever they threw that log?
A good 8 or 10ish feet.
Okay, she's not going to be able to reach with the
Yeah.
short sword. She's going to take out her longbow. Pink.
What you gonna do to it? You're gonna roll and hit.
Yeah, that's a 20.
Damn.
Yeah.
Which one are you attacking? Because the right one is the one that got hurt.
I'm attacking the other one.
You're taking the left one. Okay.
And I just rolled max damage.
And that is?
That's 9 points of damage.
Ooh. You hit it, and the arrow goes practically through it. You're just pin it to a nearby wall.
Is he still alive?
Yes, he's dangling.
Well, he can't do anything else.
Yeah.
That was her.
The other one, after seeing that, after getting shot and stumbling back up and sees that, he just flees. He flees into a nearby doorway up on that little wooden structure. He's saying something, panicked.
Yeah, we still don't know what language he's saying it in.
Yeah.
I think he's going to go get reinforcements. Either that or we need to chase him down so that he doesn't get more reinforcements.
Well, we'll have to climb up this damn wooden structure they have.
I think he's gonna get ahead of us long before then. Maybe we should change direction.
Yeah.
Change direction how?
Well, just go the other way. There was a left direction.
The way, basically.
Okay.
You guys trek all the way back.
Yeah, we're turning all the way back around. This is gonna be real good.
Once you get to this area, you go to the left direction. This area is even more vegetation.
Mm-hmm.
Also, roll me again.
Roll what?
Roll me another perception.
Okay.
Perception.
Eyes.
I got it.
Captains can do it too.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
That's a 19.
Nice.
Even with a -1.
You're walking, and you realize everyone else is just walking blindly. You look down, you immediately stop everyone. As that-
It's like, everyone stop.
That is a straight down drop to somewhere. The walls of the straight down drop are like vegetation, you can probably climb down or slide down, but it's still a direct down drop with what seems to be used to be stairs, but the stairs are too thin to walk on now because they're destroyed.
That would have been a interesting dilemma.
Problem.
As he peers over.
Yeah, you look down, you can see there's more of this place. Like you can see another like your fall may be covered by like plants, but you still may break something.
Suggest
Stairs
we
themselves have like
find some
crumbled and
rope.
fallen away.
Hmm?
Well, I brought some rope, Captain.
Excellent. Help me tie it to something
we-
over here. So he goes over to like a nearby object and tries to see if it's sturdy enough that will support their weight to climb down.
It seems sturdy enough, maybe. Oh, you think it's a good idea to go further down?
Well, I mean, we
Well-
can't go up. Can we?
Like, there isn't really a up, but there is like more to room. There's another doorway at the end of this, and you can walk around this large hole. It's just you happen to be in the middle, and this is where it is.
Okay, so there's like other rooms off of this that we can reach.
Yeah.
We can always come back and attempt to descend later. Maybe we should finish checking this floor.
That's a good idea. Captain's gonna follow whoever's gonna point.
Let's go, jolly ho!
Jolly
Instead of
ho.
walking forward. Of course, walking around the giant hole in the middle. You guys walk into the hallway, into another hallway. So many hallways. This one, you notice there's some knight armors. That's cool. But you notice one of them has this plant on its shoulder. Like this closed flower on it. Leaning against a wall. It's the most interesting one because it's the only one that's been overgrown-ish.
The captain's gonna kind of look at it and he's going to check it for traps from a distance.
Wait, the captain is gonna check it for traps. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Alright, so 1, 2, 20. He thinks it's safe.
Yeah. Like on a distance inspection, it looks fine. It may have something good on it, maybe some money. Looks like it has something interesting in it. Well, on it, maybe in it. Britlin's just staring at it like, you think it's safe?
It's just a plant growing on it. How harmless could it be?
Famous lots of words.
Oh, now wait a minute. No. Okay. I can't check for traps because I do not do that sort of thing.
I can check it out.
Just poke it with a stick. If it moves, it moves.
Plus for what it's and it's not Ozram's not gonna say this, but technically he's immune to poison, so
He doesn't want to say it because that would put too much attention on him.
That'll give it away what he is, but
Astram's just secretly 2 kobolds.
it's 2 kobolds in a trench coat.
Yeah. I need to do that one day.
But he'll go up and will attempt to investigate for traps.
Okay, roll.
And I rolled a 1 for a total of 5.
You look at it
Oh,
real close. You
no.
walk up to it. You're like, "It's fine." You say, "Well, you're just like, it's just a flower." You say, "Well, poking it probably."
Yeah. In
All of
fact,
a sudden-
it's edible.
You poke it, and all of a sudden, the flower thing starts opening,
Uh-huh.
and the
Oh,
whole
it's
suit starts rattling.
It's so pretty.
The whole suit gets up. And the flower is looking at you guys, and it's like, "Wait, is that an eye?" With people pointing at it.
Looking at OC.
What did you do?
Oh no.
No, we never, ever reference that. Ever. Or else you will die.
Little Shop of Horrors.
It doesn't look like that. It's a 4-petaled flower with a green eye in the middle. Also, the petals are purple. Why are they purple? Because it looks nice.
In Draconic, Ostrom will say, "Greetings."
What are you
Oh.
doing? Britland just says.
Sorry, I'm fine.
No dying. Stop dying.
On break, I'll go get something to drink and then I'll be fine. So,
Anyways, now I'm gonna look at the stats for this fellow because I have written the stats of everything you're gonna see here.
Alright. Well, in a few minutes, do we want to quickly cut to break?
I can go for a bit more before we break.
Alright.
Maybe would it be 2 Eastern?
2 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah, that might be thereabouts or after might be good.
So while our GM says to do that, I'm gonna be,
That wasn't a calculator. That wasn't the calculator at all. I went to push the calculator. I put sign out.
Sign
Oh.
out of what?
On the PC.
oh no.
I made an error. I'm back. But that was an error. Owie. Don't do that, me. You kill yourself. Anyways, ignore that. I didn't just make a baby error. So, where did all the other players go?
We're here.
We're here.
Yeah.
Okay. That was just like me talking. Also me. Adios. Anyways, I have the calculator now. All this for a calculator. Anyways, where were we?
I have absolutely no idea.
Oh yeah, this thing. You just see this armor with plants running in and out of it, and a flower on its shoulder with an eye. And it just staggers up. Okay, I think we have a problem, Britton says. It's also holding a short sword.
Yeah, I'll raise my rapier.
You're gonna fight it.
Well, if it says "Greetings in Draconic," maybe I'll pause.
Thing just staggers towards you. It's like struggling to move.
Hello? Suspect die. She says this in common.
I don't think it responded. Britton just says. It's not working.
The captain's going to load another bullet into his thing and pull back the hammer.
Nice.
Are you going to actually shoot it?
Not it. He points to the flower. With the eyes.
As I said, are you actually going to shoot it?
He's going to try.
Okay. She takes out her short sword.
He fires. The shots go wide.
It just goes. It just clanks off. It just kind of like ricochets off the armor piece.
Yep.
Be careful where you're shooting it, Captain. You're trying to kill us.
Says, well, these things aren't that very accurate. He's like reloading.
Well, it's not that accurate, but it doesn't mean you could just shoot willy-nilly at the damn thing.
It's like a blunderbuss.
Yeah.
A small hand blunderbuss.
Anyone else care to try? Britton says while tapping his cane on the ground.
I think
Start out.
Strom's gonna stand at the front, but he'll be ready to take a stab at it with his rapier if it comes within range. So like if it keeps advancing.
Magdi will do the same. It's kind of, if it comes in range, she'll poke at it with her short sword. She's not gonna.
The thing slowly staggers towards you guys and eventually raising its weapon.
Okay. Pokety poke time.
Poke, 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 poke. Rapid poke.
Well, you go first.
Okay.
Esther, because you have a higher dexterity bonus than I do.
I rolled a 1, so I missed.
You just kind of it's like a cartoon. Your entire rapier like bends.
Yeah. He like traps it into the armor plate and it just sounds like
Like an accordion. It like
Okay.
folds over itself.
Yeah, Magdi is now going to try. Your oneness translated.
Oh no.
Yeah, I have a 8.
None of this beats its AC.
Yeah. But my short sword, she goes, ha! Tink crap.
Okay, Britlin, roll for me, boy. He got a 19. This means he actually hit.
Oh, good.
Cool.
This means he's the only person that actually hit this thing. It's like, why is that so hard? Anyways, let me look at the stats of his short sword again. Okay. So, do this, plus that, and he manages to do a whole 9 damage. Wait, how does he... Wait. Oh, he actually got the... He got the crit, because I actually have a gimmick with this anime.
Oh, cool.
And if and that is if you hit above a 18, or just an 18, you manage to get 1 extra hit die. So let me roll again. So that is not just a 9, but it's a little more. 2 extra. There we go. He did some good damage. He pretty much stabs his blade right into like one of the crevices of the armor, stabbing right into the vines. And the plant thing on the shoulder just lets out a loud like screech, like a I'm coughing. Wait. Okay. It just goes like like, oh, I think I did something. He says, well, pulling his sword out. Ew, plant blood. Wait, do plants bleed?
I think it's technically sap.
He looks at it. Probably. It's green and it's icky. I don't like it. I'm offended. Okay, it's its turn now.
Oh dear.
Who is the closest? It's gonna go after Astram.
That's fair.
It winds up an attack. It rolls a 11.
That does not hit.
It just barely scrapes by your shoulder, practically.
Okay.
Like the thing like stumbles forward as it goes for a swing, and then when it does the swing, it struggles to like recenter its balance as it kind of like walks 2 steps too far and it walks 2 steps back after regaining its balance.
Okay.
Okay, that was close. Not that hard though.
Captain's going to attempt to fire another round at the thing. Okay. It's a 19 hit.
Yes, a 19 does hit, and you also get 1 extra hit die.
2d, 6. $13 damage.
Nice. You do 13 damage to it. Minus 13. You hit it, and the whole thing like stumbles backwards into a wall. Clatters on the wall. The thing is struggling, he says.
Whose turns? Is it mine?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
It's your turn.
we'll press this advantage. I'd like to move around the creature to flank if I can,
Mhm.
so that I can try to stab it with sneak attack.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Just gotta do something real quick. Okay. That was better. 22.
22. And because it was above an 18, guess what you get?
Yay.
1 extra hit die.
Oh, okay. I already did 15 damage with my sneak attack plus the normal weapon damage. So that I roll another what, d6?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a total 2 more damage, so 21.
21. You hit this thing, and the whole thing just like staggers and falls onto its like knees. You actually managed to cut an arm off.
Okay.
And like you see like the vines inside of it to start instantly rotting out of the armor. Well, out of like the arm on the floor.
Is it still alive?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of like sap or whatever coming out of like, where its arm was as it's just like tries to stagger back on its feet. It's very low in health though.
Okay, so
very
Magdai
weak.
will sticker schnee it. That is a 14.
14 I think hits. Let me look at its AC. Come on, tablet, don't be stubborn with me now. No, its AC is a lot higher than I remember.
Okay. Then she doesn't hit. Although at this point it doesn't quite go tank. It goes. Fing.
Yeah.
I think I have a defective one here.
Every time you hit it, though, even like the dull hits makes it stagger because it cannot even like get onto its feet now.
Right.
Alright, the captain's gonna fire another shot at it. Shotgun
Stunning.
slide.
Yeah. Britland goes, someone can please hit the damn thing!
Who's up?
Okay, Britland's gonna go for attack. He got a 12. He fricks it. No, I missed.
Ah, missed.
Like, he goes for a swing. He misses. He just immediately walks back. It's like beating a piano. Please, it's too weak to even fight back at this point.
Okay, so it's. I was gonna say it was probably its turn, but
It tries to get up, but then it just stumbles back down, using its sword to like support itself. Also, you realize the head of the armor isn't really moving. It's mainly the plant on the shoulder.
I guess Ostrom will attack it again if he can.
Attack it! Attack it!
He'll step forward.
Britland goes, go for the plant! Wait, the whole thing's a plant. Just go for something!
Ooh, I only rolled a 14.
Oof.
Pings off the armor, I guess.
It's depending where you're aiming, actually.
He would have aimed for center of mass, I suppose, because that's where he thinks the plant is.
Well, the plant, remember the flower thing on the shoulder?
Okay.
It's a thing doing all the looking, it seems. It has an eye on it, and it's the
I
thing
guess
facing.
aiming for that. Sure.
By the way, that thing has a much lower AC if you aim for the flower.
Oh, okay. Is it as low as 14?
It is... I'll be real with you, it's like a 5.
Okay. It takes 11 damage then, as I like weed whack it.
Oh, did you kill it?
You just slice the flower off. The whole, like, all the vines just rot away as the whole suit of armor falls over. Clattering everywhere and pieces of it getting everywhere. Well, that was easy.
Remind me never to have a shrubbery on the boat.
That thing was
Nor,
horrible.
nor should we have people called the Knights of Knee.
Anyways. Ooh! Look what it was protecting, he says. Like, Britain looks to where it was sitting. A chest!
A chest?
A chest!
The captain runs over to the chest.
He hugs it like it's mine now.
Okay, first of all, we still gotta finish exploring this place. And second of all, how are we going to get that down?
What is it? What's in it? It seems unlocked, actually, he says.
He's gonna pry it open.
You pry it open. And what do you see? Let me think. Aha. You see a dagger with a gemstone in the middle. And the thing is like radiating some sort of energy.
A bloody dagger and no gold.
It's... Well, Britland picks it up. There's something weird about it. Who wants the dagger?
I can use one. I mean, but
Take the dagger. I don't know what it does. Britland goes to throw it. As soon as he throws it, the thing just flings through the air, but flings back into his hand.
oh, that's fairly useful.
It's a cool dagger. Okay, you take. I'm not throwing it this time.
I'll take it unless anybody else had an interest on it.
What is it?
It's like a boomerang dagger.
No, you can have it, Astrom. I'm not.
Okay.
I got the thing that I wanted.
The dagger works very... It's not really just a boomerang dagger. I may have described it like a boomerang dagger, but it works a little different. It will return to you, but let's just say, if you want it to go somewhere, all you need to do is point when you throw it.
Oh, okay.
Well, you got a cool item.
Thank you, Raiders, for joining us. Thank you, Alandra. I cannot pronounce your name. I apologize in advance, but thank you for joining us for Shores. We're just dealing with a some kind of metal plant creature right now. Wow! Whoa! 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 Okay, hold on.
We killed it.
Thank
We
you for
killed it.
the Papa People's Empire. Okay. Oh, our volume is super low. Hold on, let me boost the cast audio. Hold on.
Cool.
Alright. Can you guys hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just boosted my volume to max. There we go. Is that better, guys? Okay, good.
Nice.
Cool.
But also Britling goes, oh, there was money in here. 2 gold coins.
Just 2 gold coins, the captain says.
Just 2. I think whoever put it in put a well, there is more stuff. There's like pots and stuff, but whoever they only put like some items of value in here. Hey, the
Thank
dagger
you
is
for the
worth it.
follow, Commander.
I don't know who puts a enchanted dagger in a chest and 2 gold coins, but
Only 2 gold coins? Oh, come on.
a really old 2 gold. They don't even have any normal symbols. You see, they have the
I'm
bridge with the wings on it.
I understand that, but it's 2 gold coins?
Yeah. Britling says
Right.
it's enough to buy tea. Actually, no, tea's pretty expensive these days. Cheap tea.
Wait, you buy cheap tea?
No,
Eh,
no, I do not. But I'm saying that if you like cheap tea, you can buy it with just a gold coin.
I don't like
Right.
tea.
You wouldn't like tea, Astrum.
For all we know, is you're a servant. Like a lot of mice and rats started going missing on the ship ever since you arrived.
Those rats didn't belong to anybody.
Hmm. Inquisitive thinking.
Okay, as we back this up,
Let's continue. What other rooms can there be? He says, with poking his head out of like another door. Why is this place so big? It didn't look this big from the outside. Actually, it looked pretty big, but I didn't expect it to be this big.
okay.
Oh, peek in the next room.
Yeah, we're peeking in the next room.
You see 2 of those kobold things just sleeping near a little campfire. You see 2 kobold things sleeping, and you see another kobold thing, but wearing a bucket as a helmet. And like he cut like a little like area for his snout to go through.
Can we tell if he can see us? Like, is he awake?
He's just sitting there nervously, looking left to right, holding his spear, quaking. Doesn't even know you guys are there. He's just quaking to quake.
Ostrom will point to his rapier, point to that one, and point to himself, and like shrug, like questioningly.
Britling looks at it. Oh, it's cute. It has like a bucket, just like me.
Britless says that Magda is very quiet, vigorously going, shh.
Oh, sorry.
Ostrom just has a deadpan look on his face, like.
Of course.
Magdai, one of our viewers would like to ask you a question. Go ahead.
Okay.
Lonely, can't see it from here, hold on. Lonely Girl Sam would like to ask you a question.
Okay. Shoot.
Give it a moment, they're typing. And I'll be right back in just a quick second. I have to go get my coffee. Be right back.
Run.
Well, if anything, just I think what Ostrom will do is he'll make his presence apparent to that one, but he's gonna put like a finger up to his lips and point his like rapier at the thing as he advances, like to make it clear what he wants the thing to do.
As
Or not.
you do that, the thing like freaks out. Like it starts like juggling its spear, trying to grab its spear. The spear clatters. It just puts its hands up. Like also, it sounds different. Like the rest of them, it's also a lot smaller than the rest.
Oh,
It's shorter. sounds just not as threatening as the rest of them, and it just kind of like just kind of shakes its legs, shaking, and it's like it just puts its hands up.
He'll reach over with his free hand and just slowly lift the bucket up off of its head.
As you try to lift the bucket, it tries to grab the bucket, so you just kind of pick it up.
He'll like shake it a little bit.
The thing is very determined to keep the bucket on its head. It's like it's using the bucket as a makeshift helmet, practically.
Okay, he'll put it back down.
It just kind of shakes its head a little bit, like, you know, like it just got dizzy. And it's shaking out of the dizziness, even if that doesn't work.
Magdie's gonna walk into the room, look at the one with the bucket,
It looks at you.
And say in common, hello?
As you talk to it, it just kind of like backs up a little nervously, but it kind of like tries to give a little wave.
Now,
Timidly.
Magdie has not pulled out her weapons.
Mm-hmm. You're just big. You're 7 feet.
I'm 7 feet tall, but she's trying to be
Alright,
less
so
intimidating.
Lonely asks, may I know how to say your name? Sorry, I don't want to butcher it because sometimes my ticks kick in. Yeah.
Like my real name or
real name or the character's name? Lonely. I think they're referring to Mag because they say. Hold on. I might be able to help you with that, Lonely. If I think if I type cast 2. Let me just check that. No, that's the wrong cast.
Whoops.
Ignore that. But yeah. I don't think we have it set up fully for Shores yet, so we'll try and get the commands fixed for that. But yeah, just waiting to see if they were asking about your character name or your real name. If you're here, Lonely, you can type in chat. Yeah, I Evil, thank you for that. I just realized that I don't think we have Shore's cast set up yet, so that's something I have to do in the background, so I'll do that later.
Oh, is this like the overlay or something on the thing?
No, they're asking about this is the chat. We just got a bunch of raiders coming in, so
Cool.
yeah. So one of them had a question about Magdie. Okay. Let's try this. Hold on, Shores. No, it's not set up yet. We're trying to futz with the commands for the bots, so I don't have it set up for Shores yet, so maybe if I do exclamation mark SOS, because that would no. All right. Well, if you're still here, Lonely, you can let us know, and or you can join our Discord. That's one way you can do it. Because all our casts are in our Discord. So, if you want to join our Discord, that's the link there. And it'll be a couple moments, and you'll get the bot will message you directly. Oh,
hang on. I have Tourette's. Sometimes
Okay.
I add things when I talk to people about their name. No, I'm not gonna lie. You're completely fine. You are completely fine.
That's completely understandable.
That is completely understandable. If you're wanting to know the name that I go by on Twitch, it's Leia Sky 2. If you're wanting to know what it is on here, it's Magdie. I seem to like names with the last letter being the vowel I. So, I hope that helps. Lonely girls. Or lonely girl Sam. I hope I'm saying that right.
All right. Well,
Sorry, folks.
yeah, we weren't expecting like this number of people to come in flooding in, so this is great. Thank you guys. And if you guys wanna, where is it? Oops. You don't have to. It's completely optional, but we do have a Patreon. So if you want to support us financially and help our shows continue to run, that's completely up to you. If you just want to hang out and, join us on Discord, that's also fine. So, I'm really sorry. Something I can't control. No, don't worry about it.
You're completely fine, dear heart. You're completely fine.
Oh, thank you, Evil. That's great. I didn't realize you were the one who was doing this. Evil suggested the raid for this, so thank you, Evil.
Oh, thank you, Evil.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can we get some love for our mods in chat, please?
Mega thanks.
If we had books, we could throw them at our mods, but we don't have books. So.
Hit him with the book.
No, don't hit them with the book.
That's actually, eventually I'm going to have to start making icons and stuff like that for here, but we're trying to work our way to affiliates so we can unlock those and do the cool little emojis and stuff for you guys, so that's one of our main goals right now, so. And I do apologize to our GM, Gearbox, who's trying to run this game, but we kind of broke everything right now, so
everything is broken.
It's not that broken.
Look
Yeah.
what you did. Everything is a big tarnishment.
I do apologize for the background sound. I am drinking my coffee from a store that I am going to cover up the name because I don't want to they're not sponsored, so.
Fair enough.
But coffee is great.
Coffee.
It's iced coffee and it's a latte, so it's amazing.
Iced coffee.
Right.
Wow.
So do you guys want to do a short, bathroom break or anything like that before we come back, or do we want to continue going?
I'm going to throw away the thing on the other side, and again, I'm not going to show what this is because, again, we're not sponsored.
Yep.
But I've got to get more water.
Alright, so we're going to just quickly cut to a short break for about,
As
maybe...
everyone comes here, quickly a break.
It should be pretty quick. I gotta...
maybe a 2-minute or 3-minute break, and then we'll be right back.
Yeah,
Stage fright bite break.
Cool.
Alright, so we're going to take a quick bio break, and we'll be right back, guys. So feel free to lurk and hang around, ask questions like that. We'll try and answer them as best we can. Till then, thank you guys, and we'll be right back in 3 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in. We're gonna jump back in, and the bot is just being ruthless right now. For one of our users trying to join, I apologize, Samantha Deluge. I'll walk you through after the show if you wanna. I'll direct message you and walk you through how to get the bot to accept you into the community, because right now it's trying to be overly aggressive, so I will try and fix that for you after the show, okay? If you're able to stick around until 4 p.m. Eastern Standard, that would be great. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's hop back into the game. Alright. Astram, your feed decided to... Oh, there it goes. Never mind, don't worry about it.
It's like a factual lie.
Sometimes the feed does a thing and it's like, yeah.
Anyways, where were we? Oh yes, tiny thing.
Tiny thing. Yes.
Tiny little cold thing, koboldish thing. What was that? What were you doing with it?
Well, Magda was trying to ask this kobold thing questions in common, see if it knows common.
It seems to kind of understand you, but it isn't really able to really respond very well.
I get down on its level.
That's very low. It's
Well, yeah.
it's below normal kobold size.
Well, kobolds are usually about 3 foot.
This guy is like at least like almost 2 foot.
That's fine. Magda will actually sit down in
Whoa.
front of him. Still not being threatening. Looking at this blue thing.
It looks at you.
Name. Trying to keep it short words.
You can tell it's thinking. It does like a little like blepish thing with like it sticks its tongue out a little bit, trying to think. It just kind of looks at you and it's like, and just brilliantly goes, I don't think it has a name.
Give.
What is
him
it?
a chance.
Hmm.
Do you not have a name?
It just kind of shrugs.
Do you want a name?
It slightly nods. Hmm. This room is cool. I'm gonna look around at some of the ancient-looking murals and texts
Yes,
that probably are in this room.
Yes, please go do that.
You talk with the little thing.
Ostrom's going to make sure that the two that are sleeping are... Actually, he'll confiscate the other spear too, but he'll make sure that everybody's unarmed except for the party.
These are... You hold the spears, and they're made of sticks that are uneven and uncarved, or at least not well carved. But for being basic weaponry, they're sturdy.
And now they're mine. No, just kidding.
They're yours now.
Hush you.
Like, as you pick them up, there's a difference between a sturdy weapon and an unsturdy weapon. This feels like it won't fall apart in your hands.
Okay.
It feels like
They don't have materials to work with, but they do a good job with what they've got.
yeah. It seems to get the job done. But yeah, Britlin is just reading the texts on the walls and stuff. Captain decided to cease to exist.
Alright. So what's happening right now is just slightly distracted, so...
Magda is talking to a tiny kobold thing.
Oh yeah, we're trying to get its name, right?
Yeah. And
Well,
also Britlin is reading text.
Okay.
Well, according to it, Captain, he doesn't have she. Again, Magdi looks back at this thing. She.
Hmm. Brittlin is just like he finds like some like a shelf or something, and he starts like kind of like going through it, like no, no, definitely no, like just throwing books and scrolls onto the floor.
I
No,
like that.
No.
No, no.
definitely no. Um, mm, his hands hovering around. Yes. Continue. Wait.
Magdi is looking at this creature, uh, trying to get pronouns so that she doesn't misgender. He.
I imagine you're gesturing to like other people in the room as you say like
Yeah, yeah,
gender.
yeah. She
There's only two.
she actually points when she says he. She points to Ashram because that's a he. Of
Yep.
course, she knows.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's like only two genders in this whole room, unless you count skeleton as
Okay.
of a gender.
Can we quickly give a quick reintroduction to our characters because Lonely is was just joined a little bit late, so
Mm-hmm.
just for those who are just joining us, my name is Patrick Kenny. I am the showrunner of the shows. I go by RT Studios on Discord. I also go by PA Kenny USA sometimes, and my character's name is Captain Will. If we want to hand it off to another cast member to introduce themselves again.
I'm usually known as Gearbox on Discord or anywhere actually. Like it's just kind of what I'm known as. But at least in this game, I control Britlin and Hambold / Alexo, and I'm DMing for this at least, for this one like area, this one whole area.
I go by on the Discord. I go by Dr. Vess because that's my first character in the campaigns. Otherwise, I play in this game. I play Oseram, who's don't tell anybody, but he's a Yuan T.
Shh, we're not supposed to know that.
Yeah, no, it's pretty obvious at this point.
And I am known on stream, or on Twitch. I am known as Leia Sky 2. Yes, I am a Star Wars fan. Fight me. And in this game, I play a fighter named Magdi, who right now is trying to convince a blue kobold person what their pronouns are. Because she doesn't want to play the pronoun game with this particular person.
Yeah.
It just kind of looks at you too, like its head keeps flip flopping.
Well, I mean, she's pointing to Ashram, going,
Yeah.
he?
Or he.
Or... Are you saying that, Britlin?
Britlin does say that, like he's holding a book now. Or she.
Or she? And Magdi points to herself.
Pick one.
Well, no, she's trying to... She doesn't want to misgender. Magdi does not want to misgender.
Now it's time for actual DM thinking. This is always so rough when I'm making new characters. I only have two choices, but how do I pick the two choices?
No, you do have another choice.
I can pick all of it.
Well, you could say that the blue thing is a non-binary, which at that point it's they them.
Or I could point to both. Be funny.
Or you could say that they go by any. He, she.
It.
Well, not that. No, don't use it.
Don't use it.
Don't use it.
Yeah, they is the which one I use for like non.
Yeah, they
Not-
them is usually what they want to be called by. Don't use it, please don't.
All right. So
We were calling it, and before we got to this point, it's funny.
Oh, nice. Welcome, Samantha.
Well, hi, Sam.
Okay.
Thank you very
Anyway.
much.
Yeah. Yep. Thank
Yes.
you, Evo, for explaining all of this to our lovely follower. Also, Sam, if you want to try and rejoin the Discord, I have temporarily disabled the verification steps, so you can join now, and the bot should not have a problem with you joining. Because I understand the bot's a little tricky to work with, so I have temporarily turned off the verification function for you.
Ooh.
Okay.
But anyways, after a bit of big thonking, it eventually just kind of it just kind of points at itself.
Okay.
It's like Bertlin just goes, "I'm not sure if it gets what you mean." Either that or it's serious.
I understand. I'll just be nice and say they them, because that's because we don't know. Just kind of out there.
It's possible that these particular creatures are not capable of speech.
That's true.
Or at least they're having or at least they can't speak normally.
Well, we do know that they are using a language that we don't know.
Mm-hmm. Bertlin like staring at this book he's holding. I do not understand these words. I've been reading this, but I have somehow not realized until now. I do not understand any of these words.
So, again, Magdi, kind of. Do you want to come with us?
It timidly looks at you, and after a amount of staring, then looks at the two sleeping. And then it just decides, after just a few seconds, it just looks at you and just crawls up onto your shoulder.
Oh, I've made a friend.
You've made a friend. Cool. Now, I still don't understand any of these characters. They're confusing me.
Well, Magdi will slowly get up and wander over to where Brooklyn is and look at the book that Brooklyn's looking at. What am I seeing?
He pulls up like this book and it shows some pictures. A lot of them are just of locations. And the text is hard to make. You can try and roll to try and like think about it real hard and try to make connections between texts, but you do notice in one of the pictures it looks like one of those kobold things. And one of the images in the book. And that's all I'm gonna say.
So what Magdi is looking at, it's a book, and one of the pictures is the thing that's sitting on my shoulder right at the moment.
Yeah, minus the bucket, of course.
Minus the bucket. Do we know what language this is in, Britlin?
Not inherently. I have not really seen much of anything like this. It seems similar to some other languages, but I don't speak those languages.
Well, what is it similar to? What sort of languages?
Stares at it. It's slightly similar to... I forgot what the language is. It's a basically, it's a language I remember a bunch of these old, like, some people under the engineering classes like using them. Or at least some people say that's part of some cultures.
Okay.
It's similar though. It's not the same. There's still characters that are off. I know this one. He points to like one of the characters. This is like a D or something. Looks similar to the D character.
Right. In other words, we're going to need a cipher to understand the book.
Yes, and a lot of the pages are mostly ruined through humid water damage. This place is so humid.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Like he points to the bookshelf, and you do see like there's just water, like some drips of water just dripping down it. Yeah, there's apparently a leak above it.
Well, this is not the best place to have books. I think that I know that.
Well, I'm pretty sure it wasn't like this before.
Yeah.
It's recent. Well, anyways, so I think we should press on.
We should.
What do we
Agreed.
do about these two kobold things, whatever they are?
And Magdi will look at Astrum. What are we doing with them?
Well, we've managed to not wake them thus far. We can either leave them alone, tie them up. There's a third option that I assume is unpalatable, so I will not
Let's not think about it.
put forward.
We
I
could
would
just leave them alone. I don't
prefer us
think they're gonna
not
notice.
yeah, I would prefer us not killing, but
It would be superfluous in this instance.
I don't think they even know we're here. So as
Agreed.
long as we don't wake them somehow, we've been talking right in front of them. They haven't woken up at all. They are like asleep.
Maybe
Oh,
just
that's
leave
true.
them as is, and
Yeah, as long as we don't pass through this area again. By the time we do, probably they're gonna be gone.
Well, we have their weapons, so
Well, yeah.
yes.
so let's keep moving.
Let's press onward.
agreed.
Okay.
He says while marching forward, and then immediately turning around. Not this way.
Why not?
Rubble. He says while pointing to like a caved-in hallway.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think we can keep going that way.
I guess down the hole.
Yep.
okay. We can
Yes.
we can do
Have
that
the
now.
rope
Yeah.
tied up, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You tie it to the nearest like support that doesn't look like it will fall.
I have a supply of pitons too, if you want to like put an anchor in the wall.
Hold on to those. We might need them later.
Yeah, that's very true. That's
Captain
very true.
says. We don't know how
it's like
far this goes down, or if there's any other places we have to climb down. Then.
Britton just like grabs, like once the rope's secure, he grabs the rope and goes tally ho as he jumps down, sliding down the rope.
Tally ho.
I don't know where he got that. I don't know where I got
Well,
that.
no,
I just
that's
know it's
Magdi.
funny.
That's Magdi kind of looking over at Astrum. Tally ho.
I heard it from some people. Okay, you hear him saying from the bottom.
Ostrom will go down the rope next. We'll just
Don't you judge me.
The captain's gonna follow after Astrum.
Magdi will be last then, with her new little friend.
Britton jumps, like is down now, waiting for everyone else. Aren't those cool windows? He's pointing at these big windows showing the outside. The clouds are pretty. That didn't make sense. Anyways. We can only go like 3 directions. He's gesturing to 3 doors. Like 1 door ahead of you guys, 1 door to your left, 1 door to your right. Should we just eat me, mime, and mow it?
Maybe the one
Well-
on the right. Says
Well,
the captain.
Let's see here.
Aren't we here for like a shard or something?
Yes, we are.
What do you think they would keep a shard?
No clue, Britt. No clue.
You think your little friend would know?
I'd have to say it in very, very short words.
Wait, give me a second. He says, well, like, trying to remember what the shard, what at least one of the shards looked like, and he just draws it onto, like, a piece of paper.
That might work.
Just show it to him, I guess. And do it. So now what?
Well, have you drawn what it looks like?
Yeah, he hands it to you.
I look at it. I show it to my friend. you
It
seen
looks-
one of have you seen one of these?
It looks at it. It kind of like looks a bit like you can't really see its eyes because it's wearing a bucket, but you can see by its slight stance change where it's like slightly surprised, and it kind of looks at you, and then kind of points to the center doorway.
Which is odd because that's exactly I rolled a d4 and I was gonna let 4 be my reroll. I rolled a 2, which was the center.
Oh, it's almost like I knew or something. But yeah, it's like, okay then, forward it is then.
Yep.
No dying.
I'm trying very hard not to, but it's kind of difficult.
Britland just like walks in ahead for whatever reason. He's like, oh wait, no, those traps probably. He says, well, like stumbling back.
I'll take a look. I will investigate for traps.
You're in this large hallway full of overgrown everythings. Some decorative suits of armor totaled by vines penetrating the armor. Completely unusable.
I've gotten over my critical fail spell, and I rolled a 22.
Nice.
At first,
Very
like
nice.
you think there's nothing until you find a limited like tripwire trap attached to something above.
Can I attempt to diffuse it, like basically like bind the wire up on one side and then cut it?
You can try.
I got my thieves' tools.
You got to roll for that.
Fair enough. Let's see. I think it's the same check as this. Just want to check something. Yes. Oh, 21.
Nice.
You did it perfectly. Like as you're like doing this, you do hear creaking above you.
Yeah, he'll stay calm and he'll just finish the job, and then slowly get up.
You get up. You do look up. You do see that there was a wooden platform above you with roughly made spikes on the bottom.
Oh,
You can kind of also see some rocks on the top, so you can imagine that would have been very painful.
yeah. I'll point that out to people, but I'll say I believe the trap has been sufficiently dismantled.
You think those kobold things made that?
It's entirely possible.
And it's weird that these things are weirdly inventive.
It would be relatively typical for a kobold culture, although something about these creatures doesn't seem to be exactly kobold.
Yeah. They seem to be a lot thinner, for one. Also, their eyes are just big round circles of blue.
They didn't respond to Draconic either, which is, I believe, the mainstay kobold language.
Yeah.
None of that rules them out as being some form of kobold, but it is
It could
unusual.
be related.
Magdai, Sam would like to thank you for helping them with stuff, so sorry to interrupt.
Oh, you're quite welcome, Sam.
Whew. But, whew. Big walking later. This place is huge. For a tower. How much time do you think it took to build this place?
Captain says, I don't know, but I want to get to the treasure or wherever they hide all the loot.
You can only think about money, can you? You're surrounded by really old things.
Okay,
I'm a
But you
pirate.
know
What do you
there's-
expect?
yes, we're pirates, but we've got to be a little bit more than just pirates.
There was a whole culture here.
Well, I suppose we can respectively sell this loot.
Respectively sell this loot.
I don't think you can do that.
I'll let you two respectively sell this loot. I will
Anyways,
take my cut,
there's still creatures that live here, anyways.
but we're not going to leave these creatures without anything.
Well, yeah, I don't. Judging by how skinny they are, I don't think they have much on anything.
On the other hand, I don't think they have much use for gold.
Mm.
Well, if we can make some sort of accord for letting us have the gold and letting them have maybe like food or resources.
I
guess
imagine these things are trying to eat on the plants. Not working out, I don't think.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Are we? Hello, she says we're looking at the little kobold on the shoulder. It nods. Huh. Hey, understood me. Okay, anyways, let's go. This is a very long hallway. We've went to like 2 or 3 turns already.
Yeah, I know.
This
Whoa.
might be a good sign if we're headed somewhere deeper.
Guys, look, he says we're pointing at this large door. I think we're here.
Staram, we'll check it for traps.
He'll check it for traps.
We're gonna get a bad roll at some point here. Let's see. Oh wow. 24. I rolled a natural 20.
Nice. You see, there is no traps.
Okay, cool. And I feel good about that. Is the door locked? Does it look like I can just open it, or?
It's as you probably put some weight on it looking for traps, and the door slightly ajars.
Okay, I will push it open just enough to be able to look through the door.
As you guys are like, Britland goes, wait a minute. Look at all these vines. Looks like the vines are coming from this room.
This could be the source of the influence for these plants.
We'll watch it then. As you open the door and peek in, of course, you see this room is covered in a lot of vines, but in the middle is this shard being held by a little like holder thing.
Now wait a minute. Is that what we're looking for?
It looks similar.
Hmm.
It's glowing a pure white. Shall we just get it?
Well, I feel kind of funny trying to get it.
Britland like pokes his head in. Doesn't look like anyone's guarding it.
Well, okay.
He just kind of walks in.
They're fairly deep. As Ram will walk into, it's possible that they just presumed that nobody would explore this far.
Also, Magda, you feel your little kobold friend shaking,
Are you
holding onto.
Are you scared?
I don't know. Oh, you're coming in, Magda.
Yes. Hang on a second. I look at my little friend. Are you scared to come into this room?
It like kind of looks at you and quickly nods.
Ah. No, I think I'm going to stay out here. My friend is scared to go into that room.
Well, probably nothing bad's gonna happen. Just get the damn shard.
I'll say this. I will guard the door.
Okay then.
Captain hands you his flintlock and says, if anything comes, just shoot at it.
Right.
And
Well,
the captain
anyways.
heads in.
Who's gonna get the shard? Britland says we're standing at it. We're standing like not really close to it, just kind of looking at it. Like this is a cylinder room, pretty much. Like the walls are curved. This is actually one of the darkest rooms we have seen so far. Like Britlin's just like, okay, am I gonna have to go get the shard?
If you're volunteering.
Fine, I'll get it. He says. He goes to walk to it. All of a sudden, the door slams. What the? All of a sudden, all the torches light in the room. The whole room lights up. And all of a sudden, the shard gets lifted up by something. Okay, that can't be. Okay, it was a trap. I blame both of you.
I didn't find any traps.
The shard gets picked up by a large vine and brought into this large mass of this giant flowered head monster. Now I see what the kobold friend was scared of. Brooklyn just slowly looks to you two. Any thoughts?
Well, I'd like to point out that this is technically speaking not a trap, so this wasn't my responsibility.
Burn!
Burn up.
Burn!
Fair enough. Anyways, that's a big monster. Like you can see, like the shard being brought into itself. Okay, it's hoarding the shard.
Aster Emil draws rapier.
Wait,
The captain
isn't Magni outside the door?
The captain just looks at the door and just throws up his hands like, "Damn it! I left my gun out there."
You gave it to Magni.
Oh, yeah.
I react to the door shutting and hearing a large screech from inside.
I take it that the thing that you're scared of is in there. That's
It
the
nods.
thing. Yeah, okay.
Okay, how are we supposed to deal with a big plant monster? Big plant monster. Big boy. Big. He says while pointing at it. It's like, I don't think my sword's gonna do very much.
Well, I don't think we're going to have much of a choice. I recommend we spread out and attempt to...
Why is there torches in this room anyway? Well, it's obvious. Light up. Torches, fire, plant. Probably fine.
Captain holds thinks for a moment. It's like, "When? Brilliant! You just gave me a great idea.
What is it?
Did you just say torches plus fire
Yeah?
plus plant?"
Oh! Good idea.
He's gonna start trying to reach for the torches.
You gotta reach. Reach, boy, reach!
Remember, he's a halfling, so he can't reach them. It's like jumping, and he's like jumping.
Portland just gives it to you, like, here, damn it!
Thank you. Let's make. And then he turns to like holding the torch, which is like twice his size, and he's like looking at this creature. And he says, "Let's make some barbecue."
As you say that, it screeches at you. Like,
And I assume we are now in combat with a giant plant monster.
yes.
Everybody except Magni, who's outside.
Very cool.
We haven't
Looks like
exactly
our
split the
place
party,
sucks.
but I was going by my little friend because they didn't want to be in the room.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
We lost our brute.
yeah, but the brute is keeping an eye on the door. So if anybody else
Yep.
decides to come,
It's like, okay, this sucks. Britlin's like, okay, well, how would we deal with this? Okay, who's gonna attack it first?
Excuse me. The captain is going to try and lunge at it with lunge at its foot. And set its
it's
foot
not
on
a foot,
fire.
It's pretty much attached to the wall.
Rude.
Okay,
It's
so
rude.
he's going to try and lunge at its root and set it on fire from the bottom up. Since that's the closest thing he can set on fire.
Hey, fire attacks have advantage on this thing.
I need to figure out where I need to roll this. in that Discord, yes. Help if I could scroll. Thank you. Nope. Nope. Stop that. There we go.
That.
1d 20 plus 1 for the torch. Oof.
3.
The torch is really heavy. And he drops
just-
it.
Oh, you dropped the damn thing. Look, it just says.
I
while
can't help it,
staring
it's
at
so heavy.
it.
I'm only like 2 feet tall here, so cut me some slack.
Can we just open the door? Did it really Oh, there's vines on the door. I see.
Are there any torches near the creature?
Uh,
Like on the wall?
for one, it's obvious that these torches have like a auto lighting mechanism, but the ones near the plant itself, like, because it's on the wall and there's torches lighting the whole like thing of the walls, but it seems like the torches nearby have been tilted in such a way where the lighting mechanism won't work.
Ah, well, that's fair. All right. I'm gonna try to use my returning dagger to. Well, I'd kind of like to. Theoretically, what I'd like to do is throw the dagger at a torch so that it embeds in the torch, and then use the returning feature of the dagger to pull the torch back with it, so that I can grab a torch that way.
All you need to do is roll successfully the first time to do this.
Okay.
Also, you can guide it through the air, but every time you want it to change direction, you have to roll.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. So in this case, I think it's just the once because I just want to bring it to me first.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's correct. You don't have to roll for the return. The return's just kind of its thing.
Cool. For the initial roll, though, I got that could have been better. I got a 10. I mean, it's a torch in a wall at least.
You nick the torch, and it kind of like daintily falls onto the ground.
Stram will step over and pick it up, and try to act like that was his intent the entire time.
It is kind of lit, though.
Good. I'm assuming that took my action, so I'm gonna have to just like wait until my next turn to actually do an attack with the torch.
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Captain is
Britton's
going to
turn.
try and do something on his turn, but it's not his turn, so.
Britton is gonna roll for magic, only if I written that down. He rolled a 2 to summon magic, the natural forces of nature. Okay, what is that?
Oh, the 2, yeah, sorry. I forgot that was the ability that you're trying to roll.
Yeah.
2 is actually fire.
Perfect.
Yep.
He goes, finally, something that's useful. Both hands on fire. Okay, let's try to do some fire damage. First fireball thrown. Now. You missed. Second fireball throw. You hit.
Yay!
The first one hits the side of the wall. But the other one... I think I hit it. The thing like thrashes. Time to do some damage. What kind of damage did this do again? Like a 5 or a 6?
It does a 1d6.
Yeah. 1d6. It takes 3 damage from that. This is not. Okay, it's its turn. It's going to immediately reuse one of its ability. Well, it's one ability I gave it. It's gonna tilt its like large, like bud-like head up and spew spores everywhere.
Ooh.
Now, the rules are simple for this. All you need to do is roll your con saving throw.
Okay.
Your constitution.
Alright.
This is to like just resist the first attack. If you hit this, you won't have to worry about any other part of it. Britland, you failed. Huh?
I only rolled a 12 on myself.
You failed.
Okay. Oh, that's what you said. Okay.
Thankfully, Will has a very high con, so he rolled a 21.
Britland really failed. Okay, whoever failed, you need for every turn now you have to roll an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, I'm so glad that I'm not in
Oh
there.
dear. I've got a good
Oh,
int throw, so we'll see how this works.
Every time you miss your intelligence, you lose 1d4 health.
Okay. We do that at the start of our turns?
Yes. Also,
Okay.
every time if you do succeed your intelligence check, you will be able to shake off the spores. The spores are like affecting your brain practically. It's very bad. You breathed it in. That's the thing. The con was to hold your breath.
Oh, fair enough.
It's like, how do I don't have lungs. Jesus. What did it spew?
what's going on in there? I hear muffled through the door.
Big plant. All you hear.
Oh, Lord.
Spores in mouth. Tastes bad.
Okay.
At least Captain managed to hold his breath.
Yeah, just adding the coughing effect for dramatic effects.
Yes. Okay, whose turn is it? Now it's Aestrin.
Okay.
Roll your intelligence. You won't lose your turn from this.
I will to make an int save, first of all.
Yeah. You still get to have your turn. It's like trying to pat off fire.
I rolled a 22, so yay.
You managed to cough it out of your system.
Okay. Then I'm going to run up to the creature and swing the torch at it.
Roll.
Let's see here.
Every time it's its turn, it's going to take fire damage.
Okay, is this? Did you say that this roll was it with advantage, or is this just the actual damage?
All fire attacks have advantage.
Okay.
Anyways, it can't move. It can't dodge. It has no dodge ability.
Oh, fair enough. Ooh,
It's stuck to the wall.
I had advantage. That saved me from rolling a 1. I rolled a 19 to hit it.
Nice.
Nice.
You hit it. You hit it. It screeches, and now a 1d6 fire damage.
Okay.
And actually, this damage will stack. So now it's going to be every turn. It's going to be dealt 2d6 damage. So just hit it as much as possible.
6 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, it's not going to have a fun turn when its turn comes back around. The thing hisses and screeches in probable pain. So it's Captain's turn now.
Alright, so the captain is going to pick up the torch the torch that he dropped, and he's going to scream at the creature, and he's going to say, "Burn, bitch, burn!"
Burn!
And he's going to toss it at it, the torch.
Fire advantage again.
Yep. Mishmar 1d20 plus my dexterity, which is a +4. So throwing the torch, 14.
Does a 14 hit? No, it does not.
It just lands inches from the creature's feet. And the captain just throws up his hands like, I'm done.
Oh, it's Butland's turn, and time for him to roll an intelligence saving throw to try and resist it. Intelligence saving throw. He only has a +2 in that. He fails with flying colors. Time for him to roll a 1d4. He took 2 damage from that.
Uh-oh.
It's like, ugh, Jesus. I feel like it's in my lungs. Oh, because it is. I don't have lungs, though. Like, you have to see, like, Britland just, like, flinch a bit. Now, what can he do in this situation? He's gonna grab a torch as well. And he's gonna go for a swing, ignoring any pain he's feeling internally. He hit a 15. Is that enough? No, it's not. This thing is very annoying. Well, actually, no, he has advantage. What I mean, silly. I forgot my own rules. Anyways, he rolled a 14. He failed both times.
Oof.
He just has a coughing fit, causing him to get onto his knees. Well, onto like one knee, like Jesus. How am I coughing? Anyways, it's the plant monster's turn, and now it needs to roll a 2d6 to see how much damage it takes, because it's still on fire. Actually, yeah, 2d6. 10. It took 10 damage from the hit. The thing thrashes and stuff in anger, and a giant vine goes with a big swipe. And it's going to go for... Why not go for the captain?
Okay.
Go for the small boy.
Oh dear.
Do I have to roll a dexterity saving throw?
Yes. Dodge or take 1d8 damage.
22.
You managed to dodge. You managed to your own surprise, you managed to jump. Your reaction to it was the jump, even if it was the whole vine was bigger than you. Somehow you did a Superman jump. The vine slams into a wall, leaving a huge dent, pretty much bricks falling off the wall. Okay, that was its turn. Now, Jesus, who's next? Astram, go.
Okay. I am going to verily hit it again with my torch.
Also, while that's happening, Britlin's going to try something else now and avoid the coughing fit.
17 to hit.
17. Well, with the fire, you get a advantage.
I rolled with it. That was 17 with advantage. So.
Okay. It's just under its AC.
Oh, that happens. Woof, woof.
Well, you can tell what its AC is now.
Oh, fair enough.
It has a really high AC as it's a boss.
That's fair.
But yeah, you just kind of, like, you go to hit like a vine, but the vine moves just enough for you to not expect it. So now it's Captain's turn.
The captain is going to, I'm assuming the vine limb is underneath him, right? Because it's jutted into the wall right now, right?
I think so, yeah.
He's gonna run up the vine. He's gonna say, "Toss me the torch." He's gonna try and catch it while he's in mid-run.
Who's gonna toss it to you?
Zoom Astram is going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I gotta wait till my turn, but yeah.
Actually, you can roll for it, because this is like a help. This is not a help. This is like a
that's
co-op
no,
action.
I actually have the feature that lets me do helps as a bonus action, so there's that.
Yep. Do that.
Do your help action.
So what am I rolling specifically?
Just roll what you rolled to throw.
Okay.
So,
Yep.
dex,
Roll it.
And I have to roll to catch it.
yeah, you both have to roll.
I rolled a 12.
21, I catch it.
Yeah, like, as long as you didn't roll like a really low number, he just had to lean a lot further down, almost falling off.
Yeah, he grabs it and he runs up the length of the arm to the bulbous head, and he's gonna jam the torch into the creature's face.
Into the giant petals.
Yep.
This would be an easy roll. I'm gonna actually lower the AC for this because you are attacking its weak point, or you're attacking really close to it, so that your chance of missing is lower. So you still have to roll though.
Yep. So 1d20 plus my strength, which is plus 3. Yep. There we go. 19.
Okay,
hit.
you would have beat it even if it was at its normal AC. So basically, you slam this thing into its face, the petal catches fire, and you immediately see the petals immediately like burning away. That's obviously going to do an extra give it one extra die it's gonna have to have per turn to
Yep.
itself, but also it gets 1d6 extra damage, and that would be a 4 in this situation.
Yep.
It burns.
The
You just
captain's
see,
gonna kind of like leap off and do a backflip onto the ground.
like it has like 3 petals, and you've destroyed
Yep.
1 petal. Like
Yep.
the whole petal burns away in like seconds.
Yep. I think we need to get rid of the petals, he says,
I think it
Is
didn't
he-
take very kindly to that.
as he does like a kind of like a 3-point landing on the ground.
Anyways, Brilton turn. Time for him to roll another intelligence saving throw. Because he's not safe from that until he coughs that stuff out. Oh, he rolled a 7.
Wow.
At least it's 1d4 damage. It will kill him though, if he doesn't stop. Anyways, he runs over to where the door is, with the vines covering it, and he's just gonna just burn it. I don't think he needs a roll for this, because the plants aren't trying to avoid him. Actually, should he roll? Nah, I don't care. Anyways, he burns away the vines from the door, and he just opens the door and pokes his head out. Oh, hi, Magdi.
Did you kill it?
No. I just burnt away the vines covering the door.
Well, I don't think my friend still doesn't want to go in, right?
You help. We're dealing with a giant land. As he calls, you can see some spores come out of like where his mouth would be.
I look at my you still don't want to go in there, right?
Very like fast, like knowing. Like I don't want to go.
Tell you
So-
what, Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
You come out, have my friend sit on your shoulder, and I'll go in and kill that thing.
Fine. He just puts the torch down. It's weak
Hand
to
me the-
fire.
well, hand me the torch and
Here's the torch.
get the torch. Yes.
Torch for child.
Torch for child.
Remember, kids, don't let your kids play a fire. Unless they're
Don't
giant
play
plant
with fire.
monsters.
Little
Yeah,
thing's
that's-
just sitting on his bucket, just sitting on the top of his head.
I will be back.
Okay.
Take it. Not you. Telling them.
Oh. You could be talking to both of us for all I know.
Well, yes, I actually am talking to both of you. I will be back. Promise. She turns around. She walks in.
Yeah, you see what they were dealing with. It's a huge giant plant monster, missing one of its like petals on its face, but it's still a giant plant monster attached to the wall.
How far away is it as I'm walking into the room?
This room, like you're on one completely opposite side. It's on the opposite side.
Yeah, but how big is the room?
The room is about 10 feet all directions,
Okay.
like from the middle.
So instead of pulling out her longbow, which is what she was going to do, she's going to pull out her short sword and attack.
Okay, so it's not a fire-based attack. It's just going to be a basic roll with no damage.
Oh well, no, she's not pulling out her short sword. Yeah, yeah. She takes the torch that Brooklyn gave her,
Mm-hmm.
and she's going to attack with that. I'm assuming that's the same hit DC that I
Yeah.
went with the short sword.
Pretty much. It's just 1d6 fire damage, and it adds on to like the damage it already has right now. It's like a
That's fine.
3d6.
Actually, it would be 4d6, because we've done fire damage to it at least 4
Ah.
times.
Oh yeah.
4d6. This means when it's its turn, it's gonna take a 4d6 burn.
Which is pretty good.
And if you hit it again, it'll be a 5.
That was a 12.
Its AC is higher than that.
Yep, I figured it. She comes into the room. I'll say.
You see, I'm tripping.
She starts to throw it in the face, and then she kind of looks at it and goes, Now, because she is close to it, does she have to, or or is that when it attacks me?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the spore stuff. That's where you find out.
Yeah.
The spores are only when it triggers the attack.
Okay.
You do see their spores on the ground, though.
It's like you guys haven't had a good time in here.
It's been a challenge.
That's
Yeah.
a challenge.
Well, without me being in here, it would have been a challenge.
Anyways, that was your turn there, so.
Yes.
Okay, it's time for Big Boy. It's gonna take a 4d6 now.
Uh-huh.
Because it's burning a lot. Ooh, 20. You took 20 damage from that. Well, the fire's starting to crawl up on it, making it pretty much getting engulfed. And now, it's going to try... It's gonna do the Spore Attack again. Quickly, roll your con.
Who?
All of you, because it's
Oh, this
a whole room thing. It spews spores upward, so like
Oh, okay.
spores fall down.
Oh boy. Okay.
Ooh, 18.
You manage to... You just hold your breath. As you see the spores coming down, you just hold your breath through it.
Magdai doesn't.
You're just
Magda
too
rolled-
slack-jawed.
Yeah. Well, Magdai also rolled a 1.
Oh,
Oh no. Well, next time it's your turn, you have to roll an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Oh God, no!
Why?
My
What is it?
intelligence is not good.
Oh no.
I have a
Remember, she
thought that
doesn't- She doesn't understand big words. Yeah.
Osteron's got a turn before then. I can help with that a little bit at least.
Also,
yeah,
you
okay.
you too, Captain. You have to roll con to see if you can hold your breath again. So what was it?
Kenny, I
So
think you might be
quiet.
muted. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, what was happening? I'm slightly distracted.
You have to roll your con again. The spores are
Oh,
happening.
con. Okay. Give me a moment. Up there, okay, and then... $12.
You do not avoid it this time. You
Yeah.
you think you start breathing too early.
Yeah.
You think you're safe by the time you see some of the spores passing by, but you realize you forget how close to the ground you are.
Yeah.
So like you take a breath and also you feel spores pretty much entering your mouth.
Yep.
Oh. And you start coughing. Whoever breathed in spores is now coughing uncontrollably. Astrom's fine.
This is fine.
This is fine.
Okay, so who's first in this?
Astrom's usually on the top.
Okay. So first I'd like to move to Magdai and use my bonus action help so that she has advantage on her intelligence saving throw on her turn.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Like, I don't know, pat her on the back or something.
Cough it up, cough it up.
And then I'd like to move to the creature and smack it with the torch.
Well, you know the rules.
Okie dokes, here goes. A 23 to hit, so huzzah.
You hit it.
And rolling a d6, I do 3 fire damage, and then I also set it on fire again.
Yay, it's even more on fire. Like, you keep hitting new places, so it catches more and more on fire.
It's got like a ring of fire on the base at this point.
Even its face is on
standing
fire.
in a big ring of fire.
Also, some of the fire is actually crossing onto its other pedal. That's good.
And that'll wrap up my turn. So
Now that be captain's turn.
Alright, so what does the captain need to do? He is going to...
Roll you intelligence.
Yes. Intelligence. She doesn't have very much of
You're
it.
a big brain.
Intelligence.
His brain is about the size of a pea.
Oof. 4.
Well, 1d4 now. 1d4 damage.
To the captain?
At least it's very little. Yeah. You get 1d4 damage to you.
Do I roll that or you roll that?
You can roll it or I can roll it. Doesn't matter.
1 damage.
Well, 1 damage for you.
Alright.
Your brain kind of hurts and your lungs really hurt.
He's wheezing a little bit.
Yeah. Now you can do your action. It's not really a disruption. It's more of just
Okay,
damage over
so
time.
he's gonna take the torch and he's going to try and run up the arm of it again.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck. Run up, boy.
Oof. He falls off.
You fall off, almost planting your head right into the torch that you're probably holding.
Yep. He's not with it because like his mind's kind of like loopy.
Yeah. Everything is kind of getting a little trippy all of a sudden. But yeah, okay. Magdie's turn.
Oh, Magdie's turn.
Intelligent
She's gonna
roll.
Yeah, she's gonna roll the intelligence. She has advantage on it, so. Ha! Ha!
What?
Ha! That is really funny. On one dice, I had a nat 1. On the other dice, I had a nat 20.
Good. You got the both evils, the good
Yes.
and the bad evils.
So I have a nat 20, so I think I passed that.
You just like get a big wheeze and cough as you see spores leave your mouth.
Boy, those spores get everywhere. And she's gonna take her torch and try to light it up on fire.
Light it on fire.
That's 17.
Once again, just under its AC.
She's getting closer with that torch.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, how many times was it attacked now? Like 5?
5
Astrid
or
went.
6.
Like actual hits?
I've scored 2 hits on it, so
I thought it was only 4.
I think it just remains to 40 damage.
okay.
Per. Okay. Roll 4d6. It got 14 damage this time.
14. Nice.
It like slams its head against the ground practically. It's not really close enough to the ground, but it slams it, like it starts shifting its head around. Britlin just pokes his head in and just goes, "Don't you have a bow? Just set the arrow on fire."
Oh, that's a thought.
Also aim for the petals, probably. It didn't look like it liked that very much.
What do you think I'm gonna try to aim for?
Well, at least you're fine now. The coughing kind of ceased after you coughed all the spores out. Well, anyways, it's its turn again.
Oh, Alright.
It's going to be very angry. And it's this time going to do. That's what it's going to do. It's going to target a player at random. It's going to take It's gonna look to Astram because it's been doing the most damage.
Well, fair enough.
Oh boy.
It's going to its petals are going to open wide. It only has 2 petals now, but like you see its large mouth-like structure in the middle, and all of a sudden you see a bunch of vines shoot out of it.
Oh.
Now you're gonna have to roll a bit of something. Either you can roll dodge or roll your strength to try and slice the vines or burn them at least.
Would
or you
choose
can-
to dodge.
Okay.
So is that a Dex saving throw?
Yep.
Oh, 20. Not a natural, just like total.
Yeah. You backflip pretty much out of the way as the vines plunge into the ground. But you see, actually, it seems to be having trouble because the vines plunge into the ground, but then you see the vines getting tense, like it's trying to pull the vines back.
Okay.
It's your turn, by the way, now.
Oh yes. Well, while I'm doing like fancy stuff here, the vines that it shot out are stuck in the ground.
Yes, they're right next to you, and you're holding flame. But yeah,
I'd like to attempt to run up those vines so I can get close to where the petals are, and then swing my torch at one of the remaining petals.
sure. Just you have to bounce up and hope the vines don't, come back in by the time you're walking on them.
Pretty much.
You're gonna walk very close to its mouth.
Yeah, fair enough. Do I need to make an acrobatics roll for that, or?
Yes, it's like tightrope and man.
Pretty much. That's what I was picturing. Yeah. This is a skill I'm good at, but I rolled an 8.
Instead of saying you're falling off, I'm gonna do something else.
Okay.
As you're walking on, you loosen up the vines just enough where you feel the vines loosen up, and all of a sudden the vines start zipping back into its mouth.
Uh-oh.
And all of a sudden, one of the vines grabs your foot as they're zipping back. So now you're dangling.
Well, this is inconvenient.
And the vine is slowly dragging you closer to the mouth as it's getting retracted.
Will that have taken up my action for the turn, or?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay, that's fair. Oh, can I still bonus action and give the captain advantage on hitting this thing? Because I can do that up to 30 feet.
Sure.
All
So
right.
basically, this is a distraction.
Also, as for closer inspection with the vine that's holding you, these vines, you realize they're very kindle-like. It looks like one of those things that can burn very
Oh
easily.
no, I was definitely thinking about that on my next turn.
Yep. So, whose turn is it?
That's yours.
Okay, so the captain is going to, he doesn't have the torch. He fell off the arm, but, he's going to pick up the torch and kind of toss it to, Astrum, whoever's caught in the, fire thing right now. Not the fire thing, the, vines.
I do already still have a torch, I think, unless.
Okay, so then I'll pick up the
torches.
I'll pick up the torch and try and leap for the face again.
Okay. Good luck. Oh, wait, aren't you coughing still?
Yes.
You're gonna have to cough it out with intelligence saving throw still.
Okay, so should I do that first?
Sure.
20.
You hit it. Actually, yeah. Just double checking.
Yep.
You managed to cough out the spores, and you see the spores slowly drift out of your mouth.
Okay, so then I roll, how much fire damage?
You rolled to actually hit. Sorry. But then your
Yeah.
fire damage would be 1d6, because it will
1d6.
stack onto the passive burn damage, but it will not stack when you swing.
I'm adding my strength bonus, so... Excuse me, 9 damage.
Bless you.
Sorry
you
for
managed
those. listening.
You managed to actually hit it.
Yep.
Okay, that is not well. Anyways, minus that. You managed to hit the pedal, right?
Yep.
You hit the pedal immediately burns away in seconds, and the vine loosens up on Astram. Doesn't actually let go, but it loosens up. He's being held upside down, so I don't think he wants to be let go at the moment.
Oh yeah, it's a horse apiece.
But you managed to burn. There's only one pedal left. And it's definitely struggling all of a sudden. So now it is Magdie's turn.
Thank you. Now, Magdie's no longer coughing, right?
Yes. You've managed to cough the spores out.
Well, she didn't have long for that. Okay, she's going to be aiming for the last one.
Okay, what you gonna do? You're gonna like ignite your arrow or something.
No, she still has the torch in her hand.
Okay. So roll and good luck. You hit.
Yay.
I
So
would
I
say
said-
1d6 as usual.
Well, I do set it on fire again.
Yep. On its pedal.
On this pedal.
Its last pedal.
That is 4.
4 damage.
Am I adding my strength to that or not?
You can.
So that's 9 altogether.
You hit it. All of a sudden, the vines let go of Astram. He just kind of bonks his head on the floor, I guess. Take like 1 damage from that.
Okay.
But the pedal burns away. The thing lets out a really loud shriek. As you see one of like the vine that was holding on to Astram still sticking out. Like a little bit of the pedal, like one of the petals burning, touches this vine. The whole vine sparks like a freaking fuse for a bomb.
Oh.
Um,
And all of a sudden it goes in, and all of a sudden fire spews out of its mouth as all the vines pretty much start rotting and burst into flames.
Captain's gonna be like, get out, get out, get out.
Well, the fire actually does extinguish itself.
Okay.
Oh, that's
It fully rots.
Okay.
And
uh,
the shard piece slowly just kind of drifts down from the plant onto the ground. Did you do it?
Who's picking up the shard piece? Yes, we did it.
Britland just walks in, the kobold thing's scared, and it looks and sees the creature's dead and calms down.
Magdie will walk over to Britland, carefully taking this
Little child.
off the bucket, back on shoulder,
Back on big shoulder.
back
Well.
on big shoulder.
Who's gonna hold this thing?
It won't be me.
Are there any consequences to holding it?
Not as far as we can tell.
I'm not sure if I want to pick it up.
I mean, how many of these things are we supposed to be trying to
The
find?
captain's gonna
Around.
say, Britland, do you mind? And he reaches for his head.
My bucket. The only thing I have is character development? How dare you? How dare you say that? I'm picking it with my gloves. I'm wearing gloves. I'm the only one wearing gloves.
Yes, you're the only one wearing
Okay,
gloves.
yeah, that's right. So
I'll
you're picking it up.
He says, well, he goes to pick it up, and as he picks it up, it's like shimmers a bit in his hand. Huh. Well, I've got it.
Well, now we need to get back to the boat.
Well, not to the boat, to the big middle tower. That's where we're supposed to put these, I remember.
Oh, right.
How
I'm not
many
sure
are
who
we
would
supposed
want
to-
this anyways.
Yeah, but how many of these are we supposed to get?
I think 8, as I think seeing 8 positions.
And how many have we gotten so far?
One.
We've gotten one.
This is gonna be a long day, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
The captain just shakes his head, with, like his fingers at his nose.
Oh boy. Well, come on, let's leave this lovely place. We found the thing we were looking for. We only met a few of these things. These
Yes.
wonderful
You think
creatures.
there's more of them? I think there's more of them around other towers.
Well, if
Possibly.
there are, there are.
Well, let's get going.
Let's see if we can make some more friends. And she smiles and she looks at the creature.
It smells back.
As the
The
camera
friend
kind
smell.
of slowly pans away from the party as they're crossing the bridge to the next tower.
Well, first I have to go back to the central tower, and
We're going back
Yep.
to the central tower.
Well, yeah, this one of the central towers. Yeah.
you get back, and as soon as you do, the shard in Britton's hand immediately flies out of his hand and goes into one of the slots.
Oh,
Well, that fixes that problem.
Some like a glyph starts glowing. And
Do we know what these things say? Says Rotek.
I'm not sure. I still don't understand the text.
That's true.
Hmm. But some are the distant clouds, like not the ones that are level with the rest, but like some that just kind of fog up the distance, kind of part, showing more towers in the distance. That's a lot of towers.
Yeah. Magdi
One,
kind of
2, 3.
leans over. Yeah, Magdi kind of leans over to Brittlin and goes, "This is going to be a very long day."
7 more shards to go. Probably more to deal with.
Yep. Oh
Well,
gosh.
Oh, out of character, I have to congratulate you for dealing with the overgrown.
yay.
That's that area. And you have also dealt with the overgrown king. That was
Cool.
what that boss was.
Oh, so the
Cool.
creatures that I've made at least one friend with, do we know what those are yet?
I could tell you out of character. They're
Yeah.
very I'll tell you their names are called cold dolts. Very similar to cold bolts, but spelt differently. Cold
Oh.
bolts.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying about them though.
That's
Alright.
fine.
That's fine.
And as we are kind of like setting up camp, because I guess it's getting nighttime in the tower.
Hey, we can set up camp right here.
At least this place is pretty
Safe.
roomy. Yeah, also the clouds are nice to look at.
Yep. As the
I can
captain
see why
curls,
civilization would live here.
as the captain throws out his sleeping roll and curls up inside and says, "Well, it's been a long day," and he just rolls over and falls asleep. As he's facing kind of like one of these like stained glass windows, and the moon's kind of like off in the distance through it.
It finally
shining
became
through.
night. Guess after that fight, then night decided to creep around.
As the camera kind of tilts up towards the stained glass window and kind of pans back, that's where we're going to end today's game.
A little early, but good.
Hey.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining us on Shores of Sorrows, Sapira's Legend. If we want to go around one more time, I know it's been a while, we go around
One more time.
and kind of sign off.
One more time.
I am
Okay.
PA Kenny USA, aka RT Studios, Patrick Kenny. I'm actually going to try our new command, which is Shores.
I'm Osterom, also known as Dr. Vess, depending on which week we're in.
Mhm.
I am Magdi. Our the ship's vessel, and I am in real life.
You
Leia
forgot
Sky.
your name already? Just kidding.
Yeah, my brain just went. It's been a long day.
It's been really long.
Your turn.
I am known as Gear. I'm not as the. But I'm Gearbox. I control Britlin, and handled Alexo and everything else here for this at least like slight chapter.
With that,
For
ladies and
Island.
gentlemen, we'll see you next week. Please be advised that this Sunday we are not doing Ganymede, our Star Trek game, as it has been canceled by our GM. I do not run that game, unfortunately. But we will see you next Saturday for Realms of Awakened Essence. Same time, same place, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please check our schedules for further details. With that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Goodbye.